In this video, I will go over how to work with videos in iMovie. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Firefox, and here you can see that I have searched for green screen explosion. By this point, I've already gone over how to download the videos, but just a quick recap. Here I just searched for green screen explosion. I can see right here that this video is going to be 6 seconds long, so it's just going to be the explosion. This one is 1 minute 58 seconds, and it says green screen explosion effects. So it's most likely that this is more than one explosion, so this might be good. Maybe I'll have more to choose from, but it just means there's going to be more editing involved to use this one. Here's another one, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. All these things. Just from the looks of this one, I can see that the explosion gets cut off, which is not going to look good in a green screen explosion effect thing. That's the last thing you want, is to have something get cut off. But yeah, this one looks nice. So let's, okay, I want to get this one. Well, I mean, I don't care about the ads. So actually, I already have this one downloaded, but we'll just look at it now since we're here. So just showing you the different layers that this person used to make this scene. Here's the scale and all that stuff. There's the explosion. The problem with this video, I mean, the explosion's really good. It's a pretty good demonstration of how this person did this. I mean, it's easy, honestly. You can't really do this in iMovie though. But the big problem that I have with this video is that this person included this dumb text, which kind of ruins the whole green screen thing. It's supposed to remove the background and just show what I want, which is the explosion. But by having the text there, what's going to happen is it's going to remove the green screen explosion, the green screen, but it's going to keep the explosion and the text, which is what I don't want. So in iMovie, it's not a big problem. I mean, in iMovie, it's a big problem, but in any other three video editing software, such as After Effects, it's easy to remove. But we're not working with that. We're working with iMovie, so this example, this explosion, is not going to work. So, but let's say I did want this. I'm gonna delete the last 3 letters from the word YouTube. Press Enter. It's gonna take me to this website, and I want to click on right here, and I'm just gonna click Record, and that's it. So now that that's downloaded, I'm gonna go back to here, and okay, let's say, okay, I really like this video, but it's still kind of boring. Maybe I want to add some explosions to this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on my Finder. I've already searched for green screen right here. And here's some green screen videos that have been downloaded in the past. And I believe I double click on this one. Let me mute this. So there's that effect. Looks okay. Again, this is the one that was cut off up here at the top. For the kid, it's not a big deal, but it's just a big thing that's noticeable. But anyways, so I like that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click and drag that one to here. So there's that video. And then, so I have an explosion. I have no idea what this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to here and maybe grab a video this time. Well, alright. I'll get this video, Batman v Superman. So it's right here, I believe. Yeah, it's this one. So one thing, for the pictures, if you mouse over them or without it, you can see a camera icon for each picture. The videos don't have that, but if I mouse over it and just drag my mouse across, I can see the thumbnail and the video playing on the right side. I'll go over why that's important. Same thing with this one. This is 38.4 seconds. This one's 3.6 minutes. Now let's say, okay, well, maybe I'm like, okay, well, I know that the first half of this video is boring, so I want to add just the second half of this video. So I don't want to have to import the entire video. I don't want to do this and deal with all of this that I know I'm going to cut out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click and hold. Let me do it again. I have nothing selected. I'm going to click and hold and drag. Whoops. Well, it's not working right now, but what I can do, I can move my mouse over here and just drag this. So everything inside this yellow box is going to get dragged over here. So if I just click and drag, or if I just click on that plus, which is not showing up right now for some reason, there it is, it'll just import it there. So you have multiple ways of doing this, but I'm just going to put it right here, and there is my video. And then I can easily go ahead and edit things out. So what I'll do, well, I'll just leave that there for now. So one thing is, if my video was like this, where I'm zoomed in as much as I can, it'd be somewhat tricky for me to navigate through all of this, because if I just go right here at the beginning, this entire screen is practically covered with this bar that just deals with this right here, just the text that says cats. So I need to work smart or more efficiently, so I'll just move my mouse right here. Basically, I want a view where I can see multiple things. Now, I'm not too close and I'm not zoomed too far away, basically. So here I can just click and drag and I can see what I got. And now that I have something like this, I can easily just move my mouse over and see what I like, what I don't like, things like that. So I'm going to go over here, see how it is over here. Maybe I just want this scene, just to keep things simple. I'm just going to have this scene of Batman doing this. So what I'm going to do is, one thing not to do, let's say I'm zoomed out all the way, because I do want to emphasize this. If I want that scene where Batman is turning on the bat light, whoops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Where? What's going on? Okay, that was weird. So right now I was having trouble with previewing what I have right here. If you have that problem, you might need to deselect everything. Just click outside over here, up here, or over here, or over here. But if you have the problem, hopefully doing that will fix it. But anyways, so here I just want to keep that one part of the video. So as I'm moving my mouse, I can't find it. But basically, it's tricky to find things if everything that you're trying to find is within this gap right here. I know I've mentioned that before, but I just need to emphasize that. So it's somewhere around here, I believe. Here it is. Yeah. So I'm going to go back a little bit. So what I'm going to do is right after this scene right here, so the screen turned black, so I'm going to click it once, and there's my line, there's that point in the video. I'm going to go to that point and just right click, split clip. I'll do it again over here. I'm going to wait until the scene ends. So I'll do it right here, I guess. So I want it to end with this part here, I guess. Yeah. So I'm just going to click once. I'm going to right click, split clip. And now that I did that, I can see that this entire yellow thing is what I just want. meaning I want to keep this, but I want to delete this and everything else. I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to click on this one, delete that. And now my video from here starts with this, basically everything that I wanted. So what I can then do is go ahead and drag my video, my green screen explosion, and let's say, okay, I want my explosion to be at this point. So one thing that I didn't mention, if I want the green screen explosion, obviously this needs to be on top, so luckily iMovie allows us to do that. So if I move my mouse up here, I can let go. Now this is covering everything below it, which is the Batman video down below. So I need to remove that green screen explosion first. But one problem is this. Here I have this dumb intro I do not want. I just want this explosion. This is just one explosion being repeated multiple times. So I only need to cut out one explosion. So I'm going to move my mouse right here because I don't see anything. This is where it starts, or right before it does. So I'm going to right click, split clip. There it is. This thumbnail makes it look like it's this is part of the video, but it's not. I'm going to move my mouse and see, okay, it ends right here. So I'm just going to right when I can either do it before it ends or after it ends, but because it just ends like in a snap without it transitioning or fading away, I'm just going to have it right here. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point, but I'm going to click right there. I'm going to left click there, and then I'm going to right click, split clip, and I'm going to delete this side, and I'm going to delete this side over here, and now I just have this. So when I click here, turn down the audio, press play, I get something like this. So there's that, and what I'm going to do is, before I go any further, before I go any further, let me just mention that here we have for the video, it has its own audio as well. This is not the same audio that can be placed. Let me use this one down here. So we have our music track, or whatever this could be, and then whatever audio the video themselves have. Same thing with this up here. So we have 1, 2, 3. You have a possibility of 4 different audio tracks going on at the same time. I'm going to delete that, and I'll just leave this at, like I said, even though it has that red part right there, that's fine. But anyways, for the green screen, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove it, and to do that, I just need to click on this icon right here, and I'm going to click on this and click on green/blue screen. Doing that is going to remove this, and I have this one tool right here, where if I mouse over, it tells me it adjusts the softness of the edges around the green/blue screen effect. So if I click and drag, it's either removing a little bit more, a little bit less. We don't have much control here, but it did a good job of removing the green screen, so this is fine. I want to remove as much as I can, so I'll leave it at this. So this is to crop. I don't bother with this, but if I wanted to, it seems like I have the ability to do something like this. So actually, that one video that I mentioned looks like you can do something. Well, actually, no, you can't, because we need more points basically. But the eraser looks like I'm able to erase additional stuff. So I don't like this, so I'm going to go ahead and undo that. So I do have the option to, using this eraser, to click on more things to erase, it seems. But I'm trying to erase this, but this isn't working. So it's not doing a good job in my opinion. But you have the option. I think this is a little bit better. but I don't like how the color changes. I'll give this a shot. So I'll leave it at this, and now that I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and mouse over, and I can see that this is the explosion, and I need to drag my video across a little bit over here. So if I just press play, whoops, let me do it over here. There it goes. It's okay. I think it's better than what I thought, but I'm not a big fan of how it just ends like that. But we're working with what we got, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move. I'm gonna drag this over here, and I just wanted to play right when the year appears. So something like that. So when I press play, whoops, let me go over here. Because this only lasts like less than half a second, whoops, it's not going to look like that because of the explosion. Could have been done better. Let me try it again, move it a little bit. Let me move it a little bit more over here. But of course I'm having issues with this dumb yellow thing. Whoops. So that's better. Could use some more editing, but I'd rather keep this video short. But you get the idea. So then let's say, okay, this is what I wanted. What I can then do is I can go ahead and drag this, the audio from before, drag it further to the right so that the music plays throughout my entire video instead of ending at this point. It also plays in the background of this point here. So if I just turn up the volume once, maybe you can hear without it being too loud. So something like that. I can also just extend this a little bit more if I wanted to. Give that one last shot. That ended pretty good actually. But yeah, and then from there you can just render it out just like before. But yeah, that's how you work with video in iMovie. Hopefully this helps.